Hello everyone, this is Joanie from Designs by Joanie L. And I just wanted to say Happy New Year to all of you and to tell you that I hope that you had a really Merry Christmas and that you got everything that you wanted and that your life has been very, very good and everything is going along really very pleasing, and that your crafting is doing well also, because that's a big part of it. And I just wanted to make sure that I wished you all Happy New Year, and I wanted to say hello to my subscribers. And I have gotten a lot of subscribers over the Christmas holiday, and it seems like a lot of you liked the way that I had my house decorated and everything, and I want to thank you for that. And I had some very, very warm comments, and I appreciate that greatly, because as I've said before, I try to do things that will please my viewers. And so a lot of the things I didn't get to go into detail when I was taking you through the house. And I was going to explain some of the things that I had done, but I didn't get a chance to. And so I'm going to show you some of the things that I did, particularly in the kitchen. One of them, it's just real simple, and you may have seen it somewhere else, I don't know. But if you did, you can just say, well, I have seen that before. But if you haven't, it's a very good idea. And I'm planning on approaching mine from really two different perspectives, because when I first decided to do this, I was working with my mirror that's in my kitchen behind my table. And I have a large mirror there, and then I have four pictures, two on either side of the mirror. And I wanted to put something in them that would relate to a Christmas scene. So I had heard that they were putting shopping bag pictures in frames. So that's what I did. I went to Dollar Store, and I got several bags, and I've got enough to do me for next year, let's put it that way. And I brought them home, and I bought some of their frames also. And I'll show you some of the frames that I bought, the size. And this is one of the pictures that I had beside the kitchen table. And I had four of these, but they were different scenes. And I just dearly loved them. And what I did was, these have silver frames around these. And the frames that I had up there with pictures, they were gold. But I took my little frame, this one, and I set it right down inside, because my outer frames, I've got one here that I can show you. They're kind of sticking together, as you might think they would. This is one of my frames, and this is why I'm saying I didn't mind doing what I did, because I never have cared for these. The light is shining on that, and I can see it. But the frame is what I really liked, so that's why I bought it. So I got this frame, and I just stuck it right inside this one, about like that. It's not exactly straight, but I can show you better when I start to do this. But I took this, and, well, dear, these things I used when I was fixing them for myself. I used those little sticky tabs, and I thought, well, maybe, just possibly, they might hold them on. And they did hold them for 2 days. And then in the middle of the night, I heard something go crash, bang, boom, and I thought, what in the world was that? So I jumped up and I went through the house looking, couldn't find a thing wrong. The next morning I got up, and there in my kitchen floor was this top frame. Didn't break it at all. Must have very good glass in it, that's all I can say. And because I have tile on the floor. And it didn't hurt it at all. So I got it and brought it out here. And I was hoping the rest of them wouldn't do that because, like I said, I really do like this look. And I thought if I put them on with the little glue buttons, I could take them off, and then by this time I'm thinking, well, since I don't like the pictures that's in these anyway, I'll just find something else in a bag line and cut it out and put it in there. And then when the seasons change, I'll find another bag of some sort or a picture somewhere, and I'll put that in there. And that way, any of the holidays, I can just switch them out, and they'll be right there at the table, and it will always look pretty, and it'll be up to date. So I really did not want to have to glue them down. So I started thinking, well, maybe I could get magnets and put a magnet in each corner, or maybe just 2 magnets, because if they were strong enough, I think they would hold them, especially if you'd put a couple, use some of these dots, these glue dots. But now they are, as you see, my fingers are not even sticking to those right here. I haven't used the camera for a while. They're sticking there. And it seems as they are used and they're exposed to the air, they get more tacky. So I'm thinking that I probably, if I wanted to, could put them right back up now, and they might even stay. But I don't want to take a chance on breaking the frame. And so then I thought, well, I guess I could find some other frames that I would like as well as I like these. So I'll just go ahead, rather than take a chance on them getting broken, and glue them down, because I had some of the magnets, but they were too thick and they stuck out from the frame. So I hadn't had a chance to get any of the magnets that weren't quite as big as the ones I had. So I haven't been able to use that particular idea yet. So I think that what I might do is just go ahead and glue these down, and then again, I may not. I may just go ahead and get the lesser magnets that are not as strong and put one of those in each corner. And then as I use my other things, I'll just use these same frames and just stick a different picture in them. And it would have been nice, though, if I just, probably what I will do, I'll just take this picture down, the outside picture, with the Santa, and replace another frame. It's only $1, and with the pictures that I like, and just put it back in like this one. So that's what I wanted to tell you about that. And then I can show you, these are the magnets that I had. And as you can see, I'll put it up here close. As you can see, these are quite large, and they stick out quite a bit. So I don't think you would want your frame sticking out that much. So I've just got to, I think I'm either going to glue them down or try to get the smaller magnets. I think that's probably what I will really do. And so then I have had some other things that I was going to do before for Christmas, but I wasn't able because I got sick. And when I get sick, I just have to sort of sit down and let it get by and do what I'm supposed to do, and all these medical things and everything, and antibiotics. So that took a lot of my time, and that I would have been crafting and showing you different things. Now, I have a Santa here that I'll show you. That I showed the one that Tanya had bought me, and that's what got me into the little Santas and making them. I made this one years, it's been probably about 30 years ago. I'm still having that trouble. And I just did not have him completed. And I have the fur that matches his cuffs, and it goes around his neck. I have it even cut, and it was on it. I don't know where it went to now. Christmas has been through here. And then I have his little shirt or dress, gown, whatever you call it, under there. And I love this material. It is really pretty. I think it's beautiful. And he isn't finished, and but I have his collar, and it's the same color as his hat and his no, the fur down here, and it comes all the way around there, and it's a wide collar, and then it's cut there, and then I just took this little piece of material and stuck it on top of his head. Now I will put a top on it because when I put it away unfinished, and I haven't used it since, so that's why he isn't completed. But I wanted to show you that I had been making these for a long, long, long time. And I really do like them. And I was making them then, just like we do now. I had him on a styrofoam, and I had covered it with material. And then I made his skirt and everything. But I was going to fix his top here some way to pull back or something a little bit. And I always, I've got another one here too that I fixed. Let me get it. I'll be right straight back. He is sitting over here. This is another one that I fixed. And I will fix the one I was just showing you. I will fix his hat just like this one because that's the way I was fixing it to. I already had the white cut when I put it away. And then I will cover it with the stuff that looks like goes around his fur here. I mean his arms. And then I always make a bag for them. I can't see. There we go. To put their all their little things in that they are supposed to carry for the children and everything. And his dress has not, I made him the same time I made the other one, and his dress has not kept up quite as well as the other one. It's not as stiff as the other one, and his little bag is, now I did all this with hot glue. I didn't sew it on a sewing machine. Get back in your camera. Okay, I did it with hot glue, and that's his bag. And those are all the little things that I had for him to bring to the children. And I have, in the meantime, lost some of them out. And I have little things that I use special for that. But that's another one that I have made. And so I've been making those for quite a while, but it's been a long time since I've made one. And so I'm going to have to get back in the swing of it and fine-tune them a little bit, because they do need fine-tuning. And then after being put away all these years in a closet, in a box, they're not as nice as they would. And I probably will add some height to them, because before with this little Santa that over here, I liked him so well. I would take things and I would set them on top of other things in the middle of my table. And that seems to elevate them and everything. And I was doing that back then too. So I just wanted to show you and tell you about the pictures, because I really do. I think that this picture idea is just one of the greatest things that ever was. Now this is another picture that I had, and he fell down. 2 of them fell and 2 of them stayed up. So I just took them all down, and I'm going to put them back up. I mean, I'm going to put them away. But however I'm going to put them away is the way that I'll take them out next year to use them. And I think I'm going to go with the magnets that are not as strong, because that way I can switch it easier. And then when I get another picture to put on that frame, all I'll have to do is just put some of the magnets on there, glue some magnets on it. And that would be really easy. And then just switch them away. Because I do like these frames, and if it weren't for that, well, I wouldn't hesitate about gluing them down. But I do like them, and I'm afraid that it would be sort of hard to find 4 like that. And I hope, no, that didn't bring. I was just looking at the corner of my wood on the other one, because those are wooden frames, and they're nice frames. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys. And I wanted to tell you that those of you who have been making all those videos for the Christmas holidays and everything, I've enjoyed them immensely. And you have made some beautiful things. And you're very talented ladies, and I'm sure there's some gentlemen out there too that are working right away. And so just wanted to tell you that I am still hanging in here, and I'm getting ready to start making more videos, and that I am feeling much, much better, and I'm getting ready to really start crafting, and I'm going to start putting up a lot more videos than what I have been, because I have only been, I started my channel, the first time that I made a video was last December, and I think it was around the 18th, because I had just started to get my Christmas stuff out, and I just fixed the mantle the night before I made the video, and so that's when I started making my videos. But I didn't go into them like some people would, of making them just constantly all the time. I wouldn't make, I've only made, in fact, I think I have 55 for the entire year. So now, on my name, there where you see my name on my channel, it says that I started that in 2012, but that isn't true. That's when I first got my Facebook. Because I didn't even have a Facebook until 2012. And so I got that. And I liked it, but in one way, but in another way, I didn't particularly like it. So I just sort of dropped away from the Facebook, and I'm not on it very much anymore. But then I saw the crafting, and I just thought, oh my gracious, this is what I should have been watching, but I didn't know it was there. So then I started getting that bug of wanting to do it too. So that's when I made my video, and I first introduced myself to you. And from there until now, I have, oh my dear, how many? I really don't remember. I have, I can't tell you. Now that's the truth. I do not remember how many subscribers I have, but I am getting ready. I know it's over 100. I think it's close to 200. And because I'm getting ready to have my first giveaway. And I was planning that back before Christmas, but like I said, I got sick. And I really couldn't do anything except just lie in bed and take antibiotics and drink lots of water and watch what I was eating. And of course, drink my green tea. So things got better from there. But now everything is sort of gung-ho, and I can start doing what I'd like to do, and making more videos. And that's what I want to do. I want to make at least 2, maybe 3 a week, because my kids are all married, and I have one granddaughter. That's the only grandchild I have, and she is, of course, is in school, so she is going on with her life, of course, and so that leaves Mama and Mom sort of at the house. And so I do need to get back in and really get deeply involved in my videos, and I think that will be good for me, and I hope that you guys will like it. So with that, I'm going to just say, once again, I do wish you guys a very, very happy new year, and I hope that you have no problems, and that's almost wishing something that we know will never happen, though, but we can have a happier year this year than we did last year. That's without a doubt. And I do want to say that I am a Christian, and I don't know if you can tell it by just listening to my videos and my mode of speaking. I don't believe in using God's name in vain, and I don't curse. So I try to let people know that I am a Christian up front, and I'm hoping that they will see the way that I act will also show that. And so I think that I will try to start bringing some little thing or other into my channel about God and about Jesus, and because He is the reason for Christmas after all. And we sometimes, I think, might forget about that, some of us, and we get all involved with our children and the little ones and everything. That's Christmas. What can you say? Christmas is about children, really, if you have them at home. And, of course, you also teach them about Jesus and what the season is all about. But I do want everyone to know that I am a Christian, and that my faith is firmly rooted in a background that is very rich in Christianity. So I like to I don't like to say I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, because I can't do nothing without God. And through Him, all things are possible. So I just say, the good Lord's will, I will do this, or the good Lord's will, I'll do that. And if it's not His will, then I won't be doing it, because He will not allow me to do it. And or I won't want to do it. That's also another way of it. Because there are a lot of times that a person wants to do one thing, and you think, no, that isn't right. That isn't correct. That isn't the way that you behave when you're a Christian. So we have to step back and rethink things. So that's just about all I wanted to say about that situation, is that I had a mother and a father that taught me from the time I was a baby, and I can always remember my father. Every night he had the children come around, and he read a chapter in the Bible, and then he had family prayer. So that's the way I grew up, and I have tried to teach my little granddaughter the same thing. And so, kids have a way of showing you things that grown-ups just don't ever usually hardly understand. And I remember one year, my son and my daughter wanted to go see these big lights that we have down here. They're down in Alabama. And so I had been very, very sick. And I'd been sick for 3 months, and I could hardly walk. And when I was just sitting around, I felt as if I were in a raft and in the middle of the ocean, and that raft was just rocking constantly. I wasn't dizzy, but I was just rocking constantly. And inside my head, not outside. My body was stationary, but inside my head, I was just rocking. I lost 50 pounds and in about 3 months. And I was in a mess. So they wanted to go see these lights. So I said, okay, I'll go, because I knew Sophie was going to want me to come. So I got in the car with them, and of course she was right there beside me, holding my hand, and we went to see the lights. Well, the only way that I could walk, this sounds strange, but it's true, was to walk fast, because if I walked slow, I felt as if I were going to fall forward on my face. But if I was walking fast, I could keep that momentum without feeling that rocking sensation. So we were looking at everything, and it was cold, and she was all covered up and everything. And the lights were twinkling on the inlets and the water, that was there. And it was a beautiful scene, it really was. And the lights were just gorgeous. All the trees lit up and everything. And then all the things that they had made to put up. And we got about halfway through, and Sophie looked up at me and she said, Mama, she said, you come with me, I know what you're going to love. And I said, you do? And she said, yes, I do. She said, I know what my mama likes. I said, okay, let's see what you think mama likes. She says, okay, you come with me. So we went out a little bit in front of the rest of the group, but we could still see them and everything. But she was wanting me to see this right away. And she knew how to go because she had been there before. I had never been there. And we started walking, and she was holding onto my hand. And we got up, and lo and behold, she was only about, I'm going to say she was 4.5 years old, possibly close to 5, maybe, probably about 4.5. We got up here, and I looked in front of me, and there was a nativity scene with a big life-size Mary and Joseph and a baby in the crib. And she looked and she said, Mama, this is what you like, isn't it? You wanted to see something like this. And I looked at her and I said, how did you know that, sweetheart? And she says, because I know how you act and how you do, Mama. She says, you like things about Jesus. I said, yes, I do, sweetheart. I love things about Jesus. And she said, I knew you would. And her face just lit up because she had hit the ringer. She had hit the ball right out of the park, you might say. And she was so thrilled because she was right about what Mama would have wanted to see in that whole park. That's the one thing that she knew that Mama would want to see. And I thought, I must be doing something right in front of this little girl, or she wouldn't know that that would be the one thing that Mama would want to see. And it made me feel very good. It made me feel very blessed, and it made me love her even more because she was so perceptive at that age. She's always been perceptive. And so I thought, my, what a granddaughter to have. But I guess we all think that about our grandchildren and our children. And so that just made me feel very special to think that she's thinking about me, and just love her even more if that would be possible. And no one can understand how grandparents feel about their grandchildren, but they feel no different about their grandchildren than they do their children, because after all, the grandchild is an extension of the child, and the child is what the mother loved so much when they were so tiny, and they just loved them. Well, you just can't tell how much you love them. And then when they get up and they grow up and they get married and they move away, then you start loosening that that tug that you have with them. And then comes the grandchildren. And, of course, you lavish them. Or if you have one, you lavish her with all the love that you have. And she returns that love. So it's been a very good experience for me for having a grandchild. And I am very blessed to have had one, and to have had the one that I have. Because she called me the other day, and she was talking, and she is absolutely beautiful. I mean, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. She has highlights in her hair, but a lot of us women would go to the beauty shop and have put in her hair, but hers is automatically there. And her eyes, she tickles me. She's 12 now. And she's about 2 or 3 inches taller than I am. And she goes to school, and the girls will tell her, why don't you take that eye makeup off? And she says, I don't wear eye makeup. And they said, yes, you do. You have eyeliner on, and you have mascara, and you have eyeshadow. She says, and she got a hold of her eye and pulled it down, and she says, Mama says, do you see that right there? She said, that is my eye. She said, I told them, I just inherited that. And I said, honey, I said, you can't help it. I said, you have your daddy's eyes. And I said, you have gorgeous eyes. And I said, don't let anyone, in other words, mess you up about your eyes. I said, just tell them that you aren't wearing makeup, that is just something that came natural to you because your daddy's eyes he always looked like he had a ton of eyelashes. And very, very, he has gorgeous eyes. And now Sophie has those gorgeous eyes, and she's always had beautiful eyes. And that hair, that long, long hair, and thick as can be. And she is a beautiful young girl, and that's what I told her. I said, honey, I said, not only are you gorgeous on the outside, but you are gorgeous where it really counts on the inside. I said, a lot of people are not as pretty on the outside as some people are. I said, but they are beautiful inside. And I said, that makes them absolutely gorgeous outside. And I said, whereas you have it both ways. I said, you are gorgeous on the outside, and then you are also gorgeous on the inside. So that is just a benefit for you. It's plus. I said, so remember that. I said, you can be ever so gorgeous on the outside, but unless your inside is as beautiful as your outside, you won't be pretty. And she says, I know, Mama. She says, I know that. In other words, Mama, you have gone through all this before with me. So when she was smaller. And we have had our days, and my goodness, I could write a book about her. In fact, I probably have. I've written half a book. I've gotten books I'll show you guys someday, because it's a good thing that grandmothers and grandfathers might want to see. It's books that you buy and you fill them out for your grandchildren. And then you can even record your voice reading to them. And I have done that. So she will always have my voice there reading her this story that is in the book. And then I have written in other books about what we did together and all the fun times we had, and the hilarious things that we went through, and just all the good things that you want your child to remember or your grandchild to remember. So even though I talk about everything in the world, I always end up back with Sophie, because she means the world to me, and I love her dearly. And I thank God for her, because I think that He knew I needed a special little girl in my life. And I think that's why she was put here as special as she is. And so I'm going to let you go with that. But